Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Minutes away from first pitch in Denver. Phillies baseball starts right now. From the corner of 20th and Blake Street, so look at Coors Field in Denver. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this four-game set between the East-leading Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. Hi again, folks. Welcome back to Phillies baseball here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this four-game set here today, let's check out what's happened so far.
Yeah, a real nail-biter here last night. You can see a one-run ball game. Very well played on both sides. A well-pitched game as well. I think both managers would like to see their starters match the performances turned in last night.
In a moment, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, as their order will read like this. They'll go to work against a tough assignment indeed, the hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Lyles. Now a quick look at the defensive alignment for the Rockies. Ross Del Carmen will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Leading off for Philadelphia, second baseman, Ross Del Carmen.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses as we get underway here at lovely Coors Field. These Rockies, Eric Karros, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And they've gotten that overall record back to 500 with their most recent win, but they've got a ways to go before they're back in this thing, so they'll need to keep it going right here.
Hitters count 2-0. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. And he's going to have extra bases right out of the chute today. And he's looking for 3 right out of the gates today. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
I'll tell you what, when you've lost a few games in a row, home runs are obviously nice, but nothing really fires up the dugout quite like a triple. He looks right into that third base dugout and says, "Come on, guys, let's turn this thing around."
Number 37 will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Now the first pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored 1 run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make them feel like they've got a press up there.
Maikel Franco will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least, currently 3rd in home runs in the National League. First offering on the way. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. He skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Not a bad idea right there, right after you've driven in a run. Maybe the pitcher's mind is elsewhere, so he's going on the first pitch, and he makes it into second safely with that stolen base.
He's ready now. The pitch. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Here's the 1-1. And this is in the air to straightaway right. We'll see if it's enough to get that runner to third. Gonzalez has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Aaron Altair will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Now here's the first pitch. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. He's set now first. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
I'll tell you, if he didn't catch that ball, it would have knocked him down. This is a laser, but he manages to hang on to it.
Ryan Howard will stand in here. Currently 6th in the National League in RBIs, but with a good chance to pad that total here. Here's the first offering. Now a hard hit ball to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Yeah, a good job there to drive in their second run of the ball game, and that night's rest did these guys some good.
Dominic Brown will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now the first pitch. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Gonzalez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Phillies 2 and the Rockies nothing. Batting order for the Rockies looks like this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Now we'll look at the way the Phillies will line up behind him. Right back to work as the shortstop, Jose Reyes, digs in to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. And the inning will begin with a fly ball out to straightaway right. Altair is there to make the catch, and it's a 1-pitch out to start the home first. Charlie Blackmon will dig in, currently 1 spot out of the stolen base lead in the National League. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
And they've got to feel good about where they stand in the division. They're on top. They're playing well. But remember, it's only May, so this thing's a long way from being over.
Here comes a 1-2. Fouled straight back. He'll try again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3 and 2. He's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Nolan Arenado will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They trail things here 2-0. Freddie Galvis will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. First pitch coming. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now here it comes. And this is lifted in the air out to left. Dicker.
Batting 8, catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and stepping in is the catcher Carlos Ruiz. First pitch coming. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's the 1-0. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now the 1-1 pitch. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Lance Stinson will take his cuts now. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Pitch on the way. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Here comes a 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they're on top 2-0. Carlos Gonzalez will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. First pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The pitch. And they continue to work below the knees here as that's ball 2.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Corey Dickerson will stand in now following the leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in the 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Stinson will take it himself for the first out of the inning. Nick Hundley will stand in now. He homered in the ball game last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Ready now on 1-1. And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
The 3-1 coming. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Payoff pitch coming. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Willeen Rosario will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. He's set, now the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. He's ready, now the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. That's a...
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out. Inning over. 1 left for Colorado. They're down 2-0. Ross Del Carmen is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
Ross Del Carmen.
And here's the first pitch. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Here it comes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Number 37 will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First pitch on the way. And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Pause, now the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Reyes on to first, a double play. Maikel Franco will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're up 2-0. Daniel Descalso will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Jordan Lyles will step in now. Now here's the first pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. Now the pitch. Ball one. The 1-1 home. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
This one to center field. Ryan Slutter going back. Got a big catch. What a play. What a catch. throw gets past Johnny Ruiz. Down to third goes Cumberland.
Here's the 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
I think he finally said to himself, all right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you get the fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
2 out, nobody on. Swinging a little tapper out in front of the mound. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're still down. It's 2-0. Aaron Altair will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Aaron Altair.
First pitch coming. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And now a pitch on the way. This is offered at in the dirt for strike 3. Just needs to make that easy throw to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him. So that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Ryan Howard will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
So that shift can be a gamble sometimes. They're playing straight up. This is probably an out, but since they're shifted well over to right field, this finds a seam.
Dominic Brown will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. First offering on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. 1-1 on the way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Let's take a look at all 5 pitches in this at-bat. Tries to tempt him here on the first one, but he does a good job of holding back. Then they come right back and even the count at 1-1. And he'll foul off these next 2 pitches. Here's the first. There's the second. And on the 5th pitch, finally gets the one he wanted, and he drives it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis. as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Comes set, now the pitch. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Blackmon is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Carlos Ruiz will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Charlie Blackmon will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Hit hard back up the middle, but right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Nolan Arenado will dig in. He popped out his first time. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Now the 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And the pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now another 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Here's the pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They trail it here 2-0. Lance Stinson will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Pitcher, Lance Stinson.
Now the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
How about that for turning the tables to start the inning? Here you are out on the mound thinking, thank goodness I've got the pitcher leading off. But he's got other plans. As he gets pretty good wood on this one, he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Into the box, Ross Del Carmen, as this is popped foul behind the plate at strike 1. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Comes set, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so At least he's got that going for him.
Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
And with these guys holding on to a 2-run lead, they've given themselves a pretty good shot to get it to 3 or more. This will put runners at the corners with nobody out, and these first 2 at-bats are any indication, they might be looking at a big inning.
Into the box now, number 37, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. On to first, and they turn the double play. Maikel Franco will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Rockies nothing. Corey Dickerson stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Nick Hundley comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
3-0 now.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And that's low, ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Here's the first offering. Willeen Rosario comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Has a look, now the pitch. 2 straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Daniel Descalso will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Oh my,
and, he
come
can't knock this one
on.
down as it zips right by him into left. DJ LeMahieu will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Of course they give him a hit for that. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. It hit his glove.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. From the stretch. When he finds his spot there, 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Here he comes on 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Jose Reyes will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now Reyes awaits the 1-1. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there, base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest. Charlie Blackmon will dig in now. Struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Here at the plate, you just need to be thinking base hit here. A grand slam, that could be sweet, but a single should be enough to tie up this game.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. He's set, now the pitch. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. 2-run score. And he will score as well. It's a 3-run double, and that'll push him out in front by a run.
Boy, just a few pitches that time are going to be the difference between a foul ball and a 3-run double. Watch how close this ball is to the chalk. That didn't stay fair by much, but as a result, he's going to clear the bases here with a double.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Boy, and after a relatively strong 4 innings, the waters have been a little choppier for him here in the 5th. And that's going to find a crease for extra bases, and it ought to open up this lead to 2. And this will score the run from second and make this a 5-3 game now. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. So we're under in scoring position with 2 men gone. And standing in, the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Well, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
There's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And the big inning will continue. It's a home run.
Kidding me.
So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 10 for him on the year, as it is now 7-3.
But I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Standing in now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Pitch on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side. Just foul. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Brown is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Rockies lead this one 7-3. Aaron Altair will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. A little over-anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. 1 out for the Phils in their half of the 6th. And digging in, slugging first baseman Ryan Howard. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And this is lined hard to deep left. Dickerson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And
right to the gut there.
Now. Dominic Brown will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now the pitch. Swung on and taken. Freddie Galvis will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's a swing and a high
right down the middle, and you miss it.
Toward the third base dugout, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Nick Hundley will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th. First pitch to him. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Willeen Rosario will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the first pitch to him. Daniel Descalso is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. The next pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. Runners off for second. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and he is in there. And a throw over to Howard, and that's the 2nd out.
I think these guys are pretty lucky just to get an out on this play. You see, they try to start the double play at second base. That doesn't work out, and they're pretty fortunate that the relay throw is in time to at least get the out at first.
Brandon Barnes will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. He's set. Now the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. Rockies strand 1, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Tommy Kahnle will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Carlos Ruiz will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
And that's
Oh my
off
God.
his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Number 24 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And this is off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. One pitch on the way. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Here now the 2-2. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Blackman is under this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ross Del Carmen will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Phillies down in order. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Jerome Williams will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7. Jose Reyes is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Now here's the pitch. And he pulls it to deep right field. Altair is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Charlie Blackman will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Here it comes. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
Here's Nolan Arenado as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Number 37 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, this ball's well hit. It's going to split the gap in left center. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from first. And they won't be able to get Gonzalez. He's in there with a triple. Corey Dickerson will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Nick Hundley will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. He waits. Now the pitch. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon. Willie Rosario will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. He's ready. Now the pitch. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Fouled back. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now the 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
The 2-2 one more time. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Grounded, foul. The 2-2 one more time. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Another good inning for the Rockies, and Blake Street might be beckoning for 1 or 2 of this bunch. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Number 37 will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Number 37.
First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And, oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Now here it comes. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Maikel Franco will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And here's the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Here's the 1-1. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. And there to put it away is Gonzalez, and there's your first out.
Now batting.
Aaron Altair will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch coming. Now a ball hit in the air to left center. Dickerson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Rockies on top here at Coors Field as you get a look at our line score through the first 7 innings. Ryan Howard will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First offering on the way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. The 1-0. He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up. And Arenado will make the catch to retire the side. One left for Philadelphia. Still way back. It's 9-3. Bottom half of inning number.
Second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Justin DeFreitas will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And the pitch. And he has to fight this one off as it's hit on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's the pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes another 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Jose Reyes will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
And trouble aboard now as that's a base hit for Reyes.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Oh, and he belts one high and deep to right center. Gone! A mistake on 0-2 gets punished, and it's a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Here he comes on 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And
see you later. Over the wall, a home run. Nolan Arenado touches them all. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they push this lead up to 9 now. Now here's the first pitch. Driven nicely into the gap, and it's going to get down and should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2 now. Now Gonzalez is around second, on his way to third. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw. Corey Dickerson will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Yeah, this fella, pitcher number 4 already, and it's starting to look like more of the same.
It doesn't look like he's going to be the answer either. Some days it just doesn't matter who you trot out there. They've hit everything in sight.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. The right-hander deals on 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far.
And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that! He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We've played 8 full. Colorado's out in front, 13-3. Boone Logan will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Dominic Brown will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Jeff Francoeur is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Freddie Galvis will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
On a big swing there, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Cameron Rupp will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And that's in there for strike 1. The pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over.
And you can look no further than to the 5th inning to see where this game changed. A huge rally there put them well on their path to this victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. For the Rockies this afternoon, the big contribution came from this man, Carlos Gonzalez. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Everybody wants. Everybody needs. Don't ask me why. It's never gonna be enough time. I'm never gonna pay it off, so why? Gonna take it what I want. Gonna take it what I want, and I'll tell you how I got it. Why? They're gonna ask me what I want. Lies, 'cause I've been taking what I'll come for hard, and I'll do it again, do it again, do it again. I already got what you wanted to hold.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies were in Flushing, New York to take on the Mets. And it was the Mets who came away victorious. The final was 5-4. Curtis Granderson was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Nationals paid visit to Wrigley Field to take on the Cubbies, and it was the Cubbies who came away victorious. The final was 2-0. Jake Arrieta started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Marlins paid visit to PNC Park where they took on the hometown Pirates, and it was the Marlins who emerged in extra innings with the win. The score was 2-1. The Braves did battle with the Dodgers in the entertainment capital of the world, and it was the Dodgers who nabbed the win. The score was 3-1. Brandon McCarthy held the opposition in check, allowing only 1 earned run over 8 strong innings and earning the win. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Rockies were in Cincy to do battle with the Reds, and Colorado grabbed the win in this one. The score was 6-5. Ben Paulson led the charge offensively with 3 RBIs in the contest. Boone Logan pitched well enough to earn his first victory of the year. The San Francisco Giants paid visit to Miller Park to match up with the Brewers, and it was the Brewers who grabbed the win. The score was 4-1. Chris Davis turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. The Diamondbacks were in St. Louis to take on the Cardinals, and the Diamondbacks came away with the win, 7-1. Chase Anderson earned the victory on the mound, his first of the season. The Royals were in the Bronx to take on the Yankees, and it was the Yankees who came out on top. The score was 3-1. The Seattle Mariners battled the Tampa Bay Rays in St. Pete, and the game wore on to extra innings with the Mariners coming away victorious. The final 4-3. The Chicago White Sox paid visit to the Bluebirds in Toronto, and it was the Blue Jays who dominated their way to the win, 7-0. R.A. Dickey